In a bustling valley, a colony of ants led by Mandible worked incessantly. They built a towering mound on a steep rise, equating constant motion with progress. Meanwhile, the ancient tortoise Dao sat perfectly still. "He does nothing," a worker ant scoffed. "He is weak and slow. He will be left behind." Mandible glared at Dao. "Your idleness is a luxury. Progress demands effort. Civilization demands effort." Hit the squirrel defended him. "Dao simply doesn't do anything against nature." "And how does that produce food?" the ants mocked. "Does his stillness protect us?" Dao remained silent, observing that the ants' frantic pace was a form of paralysis. They focused on tangible work but ignored the shifting, loose sediment beneath them. Pitt noticed other busy creatures, like the beavers, who achieved maximum production but left the river tired and the timber hollow. He wondered, is productivity without wisdom true progress, or a faster path to depletion? One evening, a thick fog rolled in, followed by a low, slow tremor. The ants, blinded by their tasks and the noise of their own scraping, never felt the warning. "More speed!" Mandible cried. "We must overcome with sheer will." Their forceful progress was built on a crumbling foundation. The earth groaned, and the colossal mound collapsed into rubble. The colony was scattered, their busy hands suddenly idle. Pip scampered to Dao. Why, they were so strong. How did they lose everything? "They pursued strength in a world of physical effort," Dao replied. "That true strength is delicate and weak, and it moves in the opposite direction." The ants were so busy building that they had no time to see the intangible shifts beneath their feet. A few dazed ants, including Mandible, slowly approached Dao, their antennae drooping. But how do you contribute?" Mandible finally asked, a genuine tremor in his voice. "How does your stillness feed us, or shelter us, or help us build a new civilization?" Dao turned his ancient eyes to the shattered valley, then to the emerging sunlight that began to warm the dew-kissed leaves. The sun rises, not by force, but by its own nature. The water flows, nourishing all, not by effort, but by its own delicate path. I do not build mounds, but I understand the earth on which they stand. I do not gather food, but I understand the rhythm of growth and decay. It is the true wisdom. All things in the universe originate in tangible matter. Tangible matter originates in intangible matter. My contribution is to know the intangible source, the beginning of all things. I am a mirror that reflects the truth of the universe, so that others, if they choose to see, might learn to build with true strength, not just busy hands. He continued, "The squirrel who understands the rhythm of the trees and works with them creates a home that truly flourishes even if his movements are slow. The one who understands the flow of wind and the subtle shifts in the air builds the fastest wing, not by brute force, but by aligning with the invisible. I may not produce food, but I teach the principle of how food can be produced sustainably, joyfully, and without exhaustion. I do not shelter you directly, but I teach the wisdom of building shelters that stand the test of nature's subtle power, not by fighting it. My guidance is this: find the intangible source within yourselves, the stillness that reveals the truth. Then, your actions, however great or small, will be truly effective, truly moving, and truly strong." Mandible looked at his ruined mound. He realized their striving came from a fear of nothingness, while Dao's patience came from a profound understanding of it. The greatest things do not come from a push forward, but from a quiet surrender to the invisible forces of the world. The fable is based on Chapter 40 of Tao Te Ching.